Hello and welcome to my channel Making Money and Finance. I have a new video for you today. How can you invest in the stock market? Before I begin, I want you to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel so that you are the first to know when we upload a new video. And if you find our video useful, please share it with your friends and family. In the video that I have for you today, I will show you how to buy, invest in, and sell stocks. I'm going to walk you through the process from start to finish, step by step, and in addition, I'm going to give you some pointers and recommendations for your journey in the world of investing. To begin, neither I nor what I am about to share can be considered professional financial advice. This is just for your educational purposes, nothing more. Therefore, conduct your own research. What exactly is a stock to begin with? When you buy a share of stock in a company, you become financially owned for a proportionately smaller amount of the business. If the company continues to expand, so will your share of the profits. The question then becomes, why would you want to make an investment in a stock in the first place? The answer is as simple as increasing your wealth. For instance, if you spend time developing a skill, that skill will continue to improve as time goes on. In exactly the same way, the value of your money will increase over time when you invest it in a business that is expanding. The question now is, what kinds of stocks should you put your money into? Consider taking a look around your living space or at your routine to get an idea of the things you make use of on a regular basis as a good place to start. Things like the products you use and the places you frequent. Think about things that are well known, things that are currently fashionable, and things that are significant to our culture. Because I adore Apple as a brand and make regular use of their merchandise, it's likely that I'd look into businesses similar to Apple. Simply put, Disneyland is my happy place, and I enjoy going there. Because I do my banking with them, Chase, Target, Walmart, and Costco are some of my favorite places to shop, and I also love Amazon, Netflix, Spotify, and Etsy. A stock is issued by the vast majority of publicly traded companies. You can simply go to Google and type in the name of the company you are interested in, followed by the word stocks. If nothing comes up, it indicates that the business in question is not open to the public. On the other hand, if something does come up, the results should include a four-letter abbreviation of the company's name, alternately referred to as a ticker symbol. A ticker symbol is a kind of abbreviation term that is used for a company's stocks, so that individuals can look it up. There is now more than one platform available for purchasing and selling stocks. These platforms are available in desktop form as well as an application that can be downloaded on your mobile device. If this is your first time signing up and you plan to make a deposit of $100, we will transfer some money from your bank account to this account after you have successfully opened your account. This will allow you to immediately begin investing in businesses that interest you. After that has been validated, you will be prompted to input the total sum that you wish to put into the investment. So you may do $100 or you can do $200. It's pretty much the amount you need to invest in order to feel comfortable. You have the intention of buying stocks when the market is up, but the answer is no. You want to make your purchase while they are still in the red. That denotes that there is a price reduction for them. I am familiar with Apple's products because, for instance, I enjoy using Apple products such as the Mac, the iPhone, the watch, and the AirPods. Because the ticker symbol for Apple is APPL, that's what I'm going to type in next. Imagine that right at the start of the trading day, you decided to purchase Apple stock at a price of $128. You should never buy shares at the market price because they are going to be a little bit more expensive than they would be otherwise. Therefore, a limit order should always be set. When you buy something, someone is selling it, and when you sell something, someone is buying it. You have the option of looking for stocks that are sold at a lower price, or you could just keep those funds in your account and make additional deposits to buy other stocks. Now, if you check the screen of any stocks on a platform, the screen is going to be constantly turning red, green, and that is very, very concerning. But volatility is an absolute prerequisite. There is no such thing as an unending rise. If, on the other hand, you put your money into reputable businesses, those companies will likely have a history of steadily increasing their profits. However, this is when you keep a stock for the purpose of achieving a long-term goal. Before you start putting money into investments, there are a few pieces of information and guidance that I would like to pass on to you. First and foremost, you need to consider investing money that you won't be requiring for some time. You should not invest any money in the stock market for the upcoming month, whether it be rent or bills, because if the price of that stock drops, you won't have enough money to pay your rent or your bills. When you invest, you're thinking about the future in a more distant way, So you need to be as prudent as possible with your finances and your budget in order to invest successfully. Investing tip number 2. Choose quality companies. You understand. Rather than investing in a company simply because someone else recommended it, you should choose companies that you are familiar with and understand. When the price of that stock drops, you won't feel as much anxiety about it. You exude an air of serenity and poise at this moment. For instance, if you buy shares of Microsoft, some event in the economy caused the company's prices to fall. Because I go there so frequently, I don't get scared anymore. When I go to a Microsoft shop and see people shopping there, it makes me think that the company is doing really well and has a fantastic business. So I'm not going to lose my mind when Microsoft prices go down. Don't be afraid to buy in red, which brings us to point number 3. You will need to get used to the volatility of the market, which will go up and down. This is excellent news for the market's health. And there are times when things continue to go wrong, leaving your stomach in an uncomfortable state. You're like, I really want to unload my stock because it's causing me too much pain. But at those times is when you should make your purchase. However, I was aware that things would get better in the long run. So I hung in there, I waited, and in the end, everything turned out to be okay, and I'm glad I didn't give up. Imagine that I had a nervous breakdown at the bottom of the market and started selling all of my shares. It would be devastating to watch the market go back up after having made a loss on those sales. Therefore, under no circumstances should you feel compelled to sell. 4th on the list is to broaden your horizons. You shouldn't buy 10 shares of a single company. Be sure to diversify your holdings by purchasing stocks from a variety of industries and companies. In addition to that, there is a type of stock known as an exchange-traded fund, ETF, which enables investors to acquire stakes in a number of distinct businesses through the purchase of a single security. One of my favorite exchange-traded funds, for instance, is QQQ. In addition, by purchasing that one particular stock, you are in effect diversifying your capital into 100 different stocks. To formulate a plan is step number 5. When you first start investing, this is something that you are not going to fully grasp, but as soon as you start, you are going to learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you in terms of investments. At this point, there are literally hundreds of alternative ways. There are many various strategies to invest one's money. The question is, which strategy should I employ? The response to that question is that you are going to have to figure that out for yourself. You won't know the answer until you get started, as that is the only way to find out. You are going to initiate the purchasing process by purchasing one share here, one stock there, and another stock there. And then you are going to understand that I do not particularly enjoy doing that. And you're going to start buying and selling other stocks after you've got some cash. Over the course of time, you will develop your own unique strategy. Naturally, the first step is the most important one to take, since as soon as you begin, you'll have a lot of questions. There are likely to be a few items that pique your interest. You are going to start picking up new skills. And the more you learn, the more you are going to be able to understand the distinction. 6th on the list is to become debt-free. Rather than investing your money in the stock market, you should focus on increasing the amount of money you make and paying off any outstanding balances on your credit cards. When you have debt and you start investing, you start to divide your money up and try to do a little bit of both kinds of investments with it. Instead, you should prioritize eliminating all of your outstanding debts before turning your attention to investment. And lastly, begin with a modest amount of money. I believe that a lot of individuals have the misconception that in order to begin investing, they need a significant amount of capital. When you consider that you can begin investing with as little as $10 a week, $10 a month, or even $100 a month, it's clear that even a small amount can make a difference. If you invest even a tiny sum at the beginning, it will result in enormous dividends, growth, and profits in the long run. Because getting started is the most difficult part, I strongly suggest that you begin with a modest goal. And the minute you begin, an entire new world will start to unfold before your very eyes. You are just going to get better, and better with the passage of every single year. If you learned anything from this video, please share it with a friend, give it a big thumbs up, let me know if you have any questions in the comments section down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, see you in the next video.